How do you start all over again after life hits you very, very hard and it seems as if there's no way forward, there's no way you can go on? How do you start again? I have 4 tips that I'm going to be sharing with you today that will help you start over again. Maybe you're in a situation in your life where things have gone wrong, you've been challenged and all, and you want to start over again, you don't know how to do it. I've got 4 tips to share with you today. Welcome to Labims Living My Truth channel. I am Labims, Bimbo Olasope, aka Labims, and we'll be sharing with you how I was able to start all over again, what I went through, and how I was able to start over again and be where I am now, be in a better place from where I was coming from where life pushed me down. Life pushed me so down. Life pushed me, in fact, to ground zero. Thank God I didn't go under, but life pushed me really, really down, and I had to claw my way back up again. But over the years, I came to realize that these 4 tips I'll be sharing with you in this video were what helped me, kept me going, and still continues to keep me going on this journey called life. And that is why it's called Living My Truth. This channel is called Living My Truth. Have you subscribed? If you're yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. There's a whole lot in store. This channel is actually set to help you, live your life even after live your life in a better way, even after challenges might have come, or maybe you are going through challenges right now. But I share tips from a real life perspective of how you can live your life better. So let me get right into it. I don't want to waste any time at all. Like I said, 4 tips that can help you start again. How do you start again after life has hit you? How do you start again after you've lost everything that showed you comfort, everything that made you feel like a human being, that made you feel like a woman, that made you feel like a person, that made you feel valuable? How do you start over again when everything is all gone? I was I was in an abusive relationship for 7 years. I've been divorced now for 14 years, but I can tell you for free that even during the marriage, after the marriage, I went through serious turbulent moments. There were times I felt as if, oh, I won't be able to go on. There were times I felt as if, oh, this is the end. There were times I felt as if, look, I had suicidal moments. But over the years, these 4 things kept me going. And what are they? I call it the pink strategy. Maybe because I'm a woman, we associate the color pink with women, but pink is a good color anyway. These 4 things, I realized that these were the things that helped me at the time I was going through it. I did not know, but when I looked back on hindsight, I came to realize that, okay, these were the 4 tips that helped me and are still helping me, and I call it the pink strategy. So P for prayers, I for innovation, N for nurturing, and K for knowledge. I'll take it again. P for prayers, I for innovation, N for nurturing, and K for knowledge. These were the 4 things that helped me start over again and be better than even my former life, even the life where I felt, oh, that was the best life I could ever have, and then everything came crumbling down, and then I was able to start over again. So P, prayers. I know someone is thinking prayers. I've heard people, and I say it as well too. Hope is not a strategy, but prayers is a strategy, because you're praying to the Most High. You're praying to the one who created you. And I mean, like, the one who created you is a potter. A potter that is making a clay. He already has a plan of what he wants to make that clay look out, how the pot will end up turning or looking like. He already has best plans. He knows what he's going to put into the pot to make it better, to make it softer, to make it look nice, and all of that. So you need to pray. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Don't let anybody deceive you. You need to pray. There is a God, and he is there waiting. He loves you so much. He's waiting to hear from you. He's waiting to help you. So why won't you pray? Prayer is just communicating with God, telling him that, look, I can't go on. Look, I'm tired. Help me. You're my father. You love me. You need to pray. Prayers is what has kept me from 2009, even beyond 2009 when I left my marriage. Even while I was in the marriage, I got married 2002 at the time. Even while I was in that marriage, abusive, domestically abusive, I was losing myself and everything. It was prayers that was holding me. Even and then after I left, prayers took it to another level, where I had to start to find myself again, build up my self-esteem again. I mean, normal me of years ago, I would never have been able to come here and say I'm doing a video, talking to someone, encourage someone. No. And that is why I'm very big on inspiration and motivation, because I needed those things at that time. I didn't find it, so I literally had to struggle and fight my way through. But prayers kept me going. I kept praying on every step. So I had moments where it would seem like, in fact, there was nothing, but prayer just kept me sane. Prayer kept me able, and pray. It's just like when you go to a therapist. Yeah, you're going to tell that therapist stuff, and the therapist is now helping you, guiding you, along. That is how prayer is. But it's a spiritual, let me say, prayer is like the spiritual therapy that you need. So you need to pray. The next one is innovation. Innovation is creating something. You need to create something again out of, the shambles that you find yourself in. For me, before I went through my terrible period, I had a banking career, like 10 years banking career. I felt like I was already settled in myself, but I had to start over again. And that's where the innovation comes out. That's evolving as well. Innovation includes evolving. So you need to understand that you will change. Yeah, you might have been thinking, oh, I was going to be a banker for 50 years, 30 years. I'm going to retire and then have a house in the suburbs or whatever. It didn't happen that way. That career got cut short. But guess what? I evolved into something else. I evolved, and part of the evolution, part of the innovation was me, finding my way, doing odds and ends. Don't ever be afraid to stoop to conquer, because I know, yeah, I could have said, oh, I'm coming from a banking, I was in a top position, I was already up here, and then life made me come down. Everything came crumbling down. I could have dwelled there, dwelt in self in victim mentality, self-pity, and not pick myself up again. You need to be ready to innovate. Okay, along the way, the innovation might be hard. It will be hard. Don't even let me say might. It will be hard. You have some moments where you're literally, I had moments where I was serving those that were like, I used to be above them. I now started serving them, so to speak. But I didn't let that deter me. I didn't let that bother me. I humbled myself, started to learn, improve myself. From there, I became a media personality. From there, I evolved again. I became an independent producer. From there again, I've evolved. Now I'm a digital marketing executive. Now, it can only get better. But you have to have that mindset of, look, I must innovate myself. Now let's move to the N. That is nurturing. You need to nurture yourself. Yes, life has hit you, basbos. Yes, things have happened. Yes, it shouldn't have happened. Oh yes, there's so many what ifs. If only, what if. But this is not the time for you to start dwelling on those things. You need to nurture yourself again. You've been hurt, you've been broken, you're in shambles, you've been crushed. But guess what? You are still here. You are still alive. Some people have lost their lives in the process of all of this. Some of the things you've gone through, a lot of people cannot even go through a quarter of it. These were some of the things that helped me myself, because then when I was looking at some people and I was envying them and saying, oh, this one's life is so, you know, God reminded me that, look, some of these things you've gone through, these people you're looking at can't go through a quarter of them. I've made you a soldier. I've made you strong, So start to nurture yourself. Start to take good care of yourself. You only have your own life. You're only in charge of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody's going to take care of you. Trust me. So start to take care of yourself. Start to look at your health. After I left the marriage, I used to be so big. I lost weight, I started taking my supplements. I started take care of yourself. It's only when you're alive that you can have another chance at life. Let me say that again. It's only when you're alive that you can have another chance at life. So take care of yourself. Do the things you need to do. It doesn't have to cost you money. Go for walks if you have to. I did that. I went for walks, to help me lose weight. So I go for morning walks, evening walks. You can do exercise. Videos. YouTube is fantastic. It's a free resource. Look for videos that can help you, do exercises and just nurture yourself. And then the key is knowledge. I'm sure you've heard that knowledge is power, but guess what? It is what you do with the knowledge that you have that will give you the power that will lead to the transformation that you need. So seek for knowledge. Like, I can literally tell you so many things I've learned along the way. I've learned how to sew, I learned how to tag buttons, learned how to make soap, learned how to different things, learned how to even market, learned how to sell. Just open your mind to knowledge that will lead to transformation along the way. With these 4 tips, I can assure you that if you try them out, you will be able to start over again, but this time with wisdom, this time with experience, and this time with joy. Okay, like I said, I don't like my videos to be long. I hope you've gained value from this. Today I just spoke about how to start over again after life has hit you, to the ground. I hope it helps. The pink strategy: prayer, innovation, nurturing, and knowledge. With these 4 things, I can assure you that you'll be able to start over again and you'll be better off for it. Okay, so till I come your way again, it's nice having you here. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button if you've not, and if you have already, please like my video as well, so that it can go further and more people that need this will be able to gain the value from it. All right, so till I come your way again, bye, stay safe.